Hey kiddos, we are going to do some fiction writing today. So far this year we have learned a lot of different types of writing. We learned how to do how-to stories if you're teaching somebody how to do something. We learned how to write small moments, which is an important one because you're going to need to remember that for this next unit of writing too. We have learned how to do an opinion, telling which thing you like best and why you like it. And then we've also learned how to do nonfiction or informational writing. And those were teaching stories. So we're moving on to something a bit different. We are moving on to fiction stories where you are going to be able to make up the story. You're going to be able to make up the character. You're going to think of problems that might happen to that character. You're going to make the character talk and use quotation marks and all of those things that you would find in a fiction story. So today I want to read you a story that is fiction, and this is one that I borrowed from Lucy, and this is one of her favorites, and this is Llama Llama, Grandma and Grandpa. And this is a story this was written by Anna Dewdney, and she wrote this story, and I'm wondering if maybe she, Anna, the author, had some kind of connection to what happens to the llama in this story. So let's listen to this story, and then I'll tell you a little bit about how I think this might connect to our writing lesson. All right, Llama Llama, Grandma and Grandpa. Llama Llama, big day. It's a first, a special stay. Pack up clothes and PJs tight. Llama's going overnight. Have you ever been to a sleepover? Have you ever gone over to your grandparents' house to have a sleepover? Who will take good care of Llama? Llama Llama's Grandma and Grandpa. Bag and Fuzzy in the car. Buckle up, the drive seems far. This llama has a special friend and his name is Fuzzy. And sometimes kids have little special animals or blankets that they hold on to. And Lucy has her Minnie Mouse, of course. When I was little, I had a special blanket that I carried with me. Hugs and kisses, big hellos. Mama loves you. Off she goes. There goes the mom. She's leaving. So he's just staying now with Grandma and Grandpa. But take a look at what's in the car right here. Uh-oh. That's his Fuzzy. A glass of milk, a yummy snack. Now it's time to go unpack. Mama's picture in a frame. Different. Also, just the same. Take out socks and pants and book. Put the jammies on the hook. Feeling strange away from Mama. Oh no, where is Fuzzy Llama? Oh no, he just realized that Fuzzy's not in his backpack. Llama dear, are you okay? Llama doesn't want to stay. Poor guy. Grandma says, let's go outside. Climb on up, pretend to ride. Tractor, garden, grass to mow. Llama's having fun. But oh, Fuzzy is still left at home. Maybe Fuzzy feels alone. I think Llama is a little bit sad about Fuzzy. Grandpa's workshop, lots to do. Wood and hammer, nails and glue. Llama makes a little chair. It's for Fuzzy, who's not there. Time for dinner. Help get ready. Carry dishes. Hold them steady. Grandma's house has different food. Something squishy, something stewed. Llama tries it, and it's good. Would you like more? Llama would. Have you ever tried a new food? Something that looked a little bit different and maybe a little strange to you, but then you tried it and you realized that tasted good? That happens to Lucy a lot as she's learning how to try new foods. Dinner's over, time for bed. Llama wants to wait instead. Grandpa says, let's see the stars. Nighttime shows us where they are. Take a bath, then comb and brush. Settle in for stories, hush. finish books and get a kiss. Llama dear, now what is this? Why do you think Llama is feeling so sad? He misses his fuzzy llama. He's used to having that fuzzy llama. Llama's lips begin to quiver. Llama starts to shake and shiver. Llama needs his fuzzy near, but fuzzy llama isn't here. He's not going to be able to sleep very well. Wait a minute, stay right here. Grandpa leaves, then reappears. Look, Grandpa has something behind his back. Wonder what that is. When Grandpa was a little boy, he also had a special toy. Big or little, young or old, a llama needs someone to hold. A grandma kiss, a grandpa hug, feeling cozy, settled snug. Llama's not alone. This is home, away from home. It's a good thing that his grandpa had that special toy of his own to share with Llama, because that helped him feel better and he finally fell asleep, huh? So in this story, this was a story about somebody visiting their grandparents. Have you ever visited your grandparents before? I did when I was a kid, and we used to have sleepovers with them a lot. And sometimes I would pack a bag and I would carry all my things to my grandma's house, and there might have been a time where I forgot my special blanket, just like Llama forgot his little fuzzy. So when we're writing fiction stories, we can think of things that have actually happened to us, and we can turn it into a fiction story. And what we can do is we can make up characters. Like the author of this story decided to use a story that actually happened to her, and instead of making it have her as the main character and what her grandparents are actually like, she changed it into llamas. So she changed the character to make it into llamas, okay? And that can be something that we can do too when we're writing. So today we're going to just kind of think of things that have happened to us before that you could write a story about. So thinking about some of those things. Have you visited your grandparents' house? Have you ever learned to ride a bike? Some of those things that we wrote about when we did small moments and we were thinking about things that had happened to us and we wrote a story about it. Now what we're going to do is take those adventures and those things that have happened to us, and we are going to turn them into a fiction story, and we're going to create new characters. We might create a new setting for the characters to live in or to have all their adventures, and we're going to write some new stories that way, okay? So make sure that you're thinking about some stories that you can write, because we're going to start writing some of these stories soon, and I want you to think of adventures that you can start creating for these fiction stories. Today what I would like you to do is just try some writing on your own. Try writing your very first fiction story. We haven't learned yet about a plan. We haven't learned too much about characters yet. So this is going to be just today for you trying. Just see what you can come up with, okay? So what I want you to do is maybe start by just making a list of all the things that you know how to do. So I'm going to show you. I'm just going to write in a journal here. I just have this plain journal. And I'm just going to start by making a list of some things that have happened to me that I could maybe create a story around. So just like that one about visiting a grandparent. Visiting my grandpa. Okay, I could maybe write a story about visiting the grocery store. That's a really simple one that I've done before, but I could take that idea and I could turn it into a fiction story. And I could even make this story have characters that are, you know, mice or maybe a crocodile who goes to the grocery store. We are going to be really doing a lot of pretending, which is good because kids are really good at pretending. And just like you do when you're at recess and you think of a new game to play and you think of, you be the king and I'll be the queen and let's go rescue the princess. These are all fiction things that you're coming up with when you're pretending and coming up with these ideas. Just like Lucy does when she's playing with her dollhouse and she has her characters and she says, "Hi, what's your name?" "My name's Susie." And she's pretending. She could use those same characters and write a story. She could write a story all about Susie the doll. Okay, and that is what we're going to be doing for the next writing unit. So today, take some time, just like I was here on my piece of paper, and write down all the ideas that you know how to do or that you've had happen to you. Fell off my bike. Maybe I helped make mac and cheese. Okay, maybe a thing that happened to me that I could turn into a fiction story was going inside of a tree house. Maybe I saw a tree house one day and I went up there to play. Okay, maybe another thing that happened to me that I could create a fiction story about, possibly maybe roller skating, swimming, going to the park, helping with dishes, chores, making your bed. All of these things that have happened to you, you can use that as an idea, and we're going to start creating stories around those ideas, and you're going to come up with characters, okay? So take some time today to just kind of do some writing by yourself. Come up with some ideas of things that have happened to you, and then if you want to, go ahead and try a story. Maybe I want to write my first story about a grocery store, when I went to the grocery store, and I'm going to write it about a crocodile. And I'm going to say that this crocodile visited the grocery store and he was looking for special foods, and maybe the one food that he wanted wasn't there. And you're just going to use an idea and just kind of get started today. So try your best, and we're going to learn more about this. I'm going to record another video for you really soon and about how to add more into our fiction stories. But for today, take some time, maybe 10 minutes of independent writing time, and see what you can come up with. I would love to see your stories. If your parents want to take a picture of it and then send it to me, I would love to see what you're writing at home, okay? All right, writers, have a great day. I'll see you soon.